Right, this is social influence and conformity. Types of conformity. Internalisation. This is where you go along with others because you have accepted their point of view. Compliance, going along with others to gain approval. And identification, going along with others because of a desire to be like them.
Can I just say there as well, we didn't say it in Missy and David's one, but we sometimes think of internalisation as being not going along with others, but leading others. Yeah. Effective leadership requires internalisation, they say.
When exposed to views and opinions of other members of a group, individuals are encouraged to take part in a validation process. The validation process examines the individual's beliefs to see if they are right or if the beliefs of others are. A close examination of the group's position may convince the individual that they are wrong and the group is right. This can lead to the acceptance of the group's point of view, both publicly and privately.
And again, I think we've all been there and done that, haven't we? We've all complied at one time or another and sought validation from the group. Go on, sorry Emma, keep interrupting.
That's okay. Compliance. When exposed to views and opinions of the majority, individuals may take part in the process of social comparison. The social comparison process concentrates on what others say/do, that the individual can adjust their actions to fit in with others. Because identification with the majority is desirable, if there are differences in opinions of the individual and the majority, the individual may simply go along with the majority without analysing why the difference in opinions exist.
Give us an example of that, somebody, when we don't analyse and we just go along, unthinking, knee-jerk, going along with everybody else. When it's dangerous.
Travel.
Travel, go on, give me an example of that. What do you mean travel?
Like at an airport.
Alright, everybody just goes along.
You moan, you won't get your flight.
Exactly, nobody informs the airports about the poor standards, because if you moan, you won't get... We all believe it, nobody tests the theory. Sorry, go on.
This results in public compliance with little or no private attitude change.
Cool.
Identification. In some circumstances, an individual might accept influence because they want to establish a relationship with another person or group. Adopting the attitudes and behaviours of a group, the individual will feel more a part of a group. This has elements of both compliance and internalisation, as the individual accepts what they are adopting is right and true, but the purpose of adopting them is to be accepted as a member of the group.
A volunteer is told that he's taking part in a visual perception test. What he doesn't know is that the other participants are actors, and he's the only person taking part in the real test, which is actually about group conformity.
Please begin. The experiment you will be taking part in today involves the perception of line length. Your task will be simply to look at the line here on the left and indicate which of the 3 lines on the right is equal to it in length. So, for example,
the actors have been told to match the wrong lines. The volunteer will be monitored to see if he gives the correct answer or if he goes along with the opinion of the group and gives the wrong answer. In the first test, the correct answer is 2.
1. 1.
1. 2.
1. Once again, the correct answer is 2.
3. 3.
3.
Good grief.
The Ash experiment
Where
has
did his
been
backbone
repeated
go?
many times, and the results have been supported again and again. We will conform to the group. Again, we're very social creatures. We're very much aware of what the people around us think. We want to be liked. We don't want to be seen to rock the boat, so we will go along with the group. Even if we don't believe what people are saying, we'll still go along.
We're picking a hell of a lot of reverb there, aren't we?
1.
Group dynamics is one of the most powerful forces in human psychology.
1. 1.
Alright, I think was that the end?
Yep.
Okay, we're moving on.
Conformity. Right now it seems that social influence is focused on compliance and the power of the majority. But what about the power of the minority?
Good question.
This bloke here, Sergei Moscovici, I can't read it because it's and colour font, claims that the idea of the all-powerful majority can not fit with historical reality. Why? History
good
is shown.
use of the Prezi Zoom, guys. I think round of applause for the Prezi Zoom, don't we? Yeah, I like that.
History has shown us how authoritative a persuasive minority can be. A great example of this would be the suffragette movement of the 1920s. The movement gradually changed public and political opinion so that eventually women were given the vote. Woo!
Yeah, like that.
Minorities that are organised and active and constantly defend their position can create social conflict, mistrust and uncertainty amongst members of the majority. This could lead to internalisation of the minority beliefs and opinions as it converts others to its point of view.
Right, we're going to ask Nicola to tell us what the theory's called. Speak up because it's on the mic. Thank you, Nicola. Conversion theory.
For a minority influence to take place, there has to be conversion with individuals who were formerly part of the majority. This includes careful thinking of the argument of the minority and the gradual internalisation of its point of view. As a result, the internalisation process is relatively slow in comparison to conformity to a majority, where it is more rapid and a passive process. Individuals comply with the majority with ease.
Alright, and it's sometimes said that whole minority influence process in a way bypasses the middle bit. So you're either bypassing or condensing compliance and identification and moving more rapidly towards internalisation. It becomes a norm of the majority when they buy the argument. It's more of a conscious process, and so it's more compressed.
That's it.
And that's it, there we are. Great.
Yep.
Well, big round of applause. Has anybody got any questions for the professor here? Because I think we have to say hats off. Anybody got any questions on what was there?
Woo! That's a nice ring.
It has a nice ring, doesn't it? I think you could be professor. We'll have to buy her a chair.
With
now,
hope.
All right. Can we do Alt and D to close down the recorder?